After all of that, I mean, the shade this season already is just like, maybe it's good that my lighting sucks because this is how shady this season is this year.
Kamehameha attack is blazing, I'm so amazing. Japanimation, the anime on your cartoon station. So fulfilling, no adults swimming for about an hour. Revealing power, unorthodox amongst these cowards. Full transformation for Optimus Prime transformation. A good vibration from Rumble packed in with inspiration. In my beginning, God created a lyricist. Saga continues, so call it the Sega Genesis. The soul controller, I'm constantly plugged into the game. Unforgettable, memory card is never blank. Legend of Zelda prepares you search for something better. Buried treasure of saving the souls of who will let you.
Hey, what up, YouTube? It's your girl, Jimmy Pink, and I'm under the weather today, but I still tried to get draggy, but the lighting here fucking sucks, and hopefully I can fix it. Maybe not, maybe so. But whatever, I was trying to give you a little St. Patrick's Day leprechaun realness, but the lighting is so damn dark, I don't even think you could tell that I have on green. Anywho, so let's get into episode 2 of season 8. So we start out with the first challenge, where it's A.B. Soto and RuPaul's song Cha Cha Hills. And the queens got to hurry up and get in that busted drag. You know, they only got like 10 minutes to get dressed and they be real busted. They're getting like this busted Spanish drag, which may or may not be borderline racial appropriation. But, so they went and did that. And that girl, that dancing was scary. I'm like I already knew who was going to win the mini challenge right away because they were the only two that even remotely looked like they could dance at all. But I knew Chi-Chi, like when she did the leg thing and the suicide drop, and Naomi tried the suicide drop and just was like, just be pretty, boo. Just be pretty. But, so today's challenge, for the main challenge was to set up captains for the main challenge, which was Bitch Perfect. Now, I love Pitch Perfect. I've seen both of them. I absolutely love them. I've also seen Bitch Perfect with Todrick Hall, and I tweeted him because I'm like, did you give permission for this? Because I'm pretty sure you did Bitch Perfect first. But I digress. Where they were going to do, like, you know, a lip sync version of Pitch Perfect. So Chi-Chi and Cynthia, Chi-Chi Devane and Cynthia Lee Fontaine, I think, Devane, Cynthia Lee Fontaine, hey, that rhymes. They were the captains. You had the shady bitches and the lady bitches. So, like, the prim and propers versus the hood chicks. And, oh, God, I just didn't know what was going to happen because that dance competition had me worried. Like, everybody was talking about, like, how terrible Kim Chi was, but I'm like, all of y'all sucked at that mini challenge dancing. All of you. The only one that actually was dancing was Chi-Chi. And Cynthia Lee Fontaine was just basically twerking her fake cakes. And anyway, so we get into it. Now, let me just say this. I'm starting to loathe Acid Betty ass. I mean, I'm starting to just really, like, not even like her. Because with Bianca, I didn't like Bianca because I was like, you just always got a bitchy comment to say. But, like, Acid Betty really be trying to read people for filth and, like, go in like she is just the best thing walking since fucking Powdered Toast Man. And I'm not... What? Bitch, no. No. You just come for everybody, like, when you was captain, you like, well, we need to do this and we need to do that. Bitch, you not the captain, shut it down. And then the shade, because they was all, like, saying that shit in front of RuPaul. And I'm like, oh, y'all just gonna spill the tea like that? And Thor just spilled all of Acid Betty's tea like he's an asshole. He know it. He love it. And that's why he can't get work in New York. I'm like, oh, Lord. Thor done spilled all of the tea. Okay, so after all of that, I mean, the shade this season already is just, like, maybe it's good that my lighting sucks because this is how shady this season is this year. Like, we started off with, like, Layla McQueen coming back, and Naomi was like, everybody can't be a star. Layla is giving me the entourage, and I just was like, the shade, like, these bitches are shady this season, girl. Oh, my God, they so shady. And then, yeah, I can't believe, like, they was all throwing each other in the bus in front of Ru in the workroom. I'm like, these bitches here, like, the shade is real, okay? And then, I missed this part initially. I had to go back and watch it because Time Warner Cable is a piece of shit, and it went out for 15 minutes, so I missed, like, all the in-workroom drama, like, when they were getting ready for the main challenge. And I just love Kim Chi, and I just love Kim Chi's backstory. And most importantly, Kim Chi's backstory is basically letting me know she's going to make top 3 because, you know, the editing, we know about the editing on this show. Like, they make it so that you like certain queens. So, anywho, let's get to the challenge. Because the challenge was everything, okay? Like, for as scared as I was when I seen the mini challenge and seeing everybody dancing, that bitch perfect lip sync off and like the whole, don't ever do Shade to Rusical again. Do bitch perfect again. Like, we like this. This was awesome. I don't know if you just got a badass cast this year, if they were just like all that good, but that shit killed. Like, even at first, like, I had to watch it like 3 different times because I'm like, I can't even tell who I would put in the bottom just off of that. Because it was flawless. Like, even though Kim Chi couldn't dance, they gave her the perfect part for her not to be able to dance because she was just like somebody that would be in that type of movie that would be like, but I'm determined. Matter of fact, they did that in Pitch Perfect. Remember the first one where the dude was like all nerdy and did magic and shit, and they didn't let him in the whatever the burgundy team was, the dudes that had to do from Workaholics, and they wouldn't let him in, and then eventually he ended up getting in. Like, she kind of played something similar to that, so, like, it was perfect. And she, out of all of them that had on, like, the nerdy outfits, she looked the best to me. I'm like, okay, I get that y'all all want to watch these pink cardigans, and, like, you want to do these schoolgirl outfits, but them outfits was hideous. Now, the hood chicks, like, I was like, okay, y'all giving me a life. I'm feeling like 1990s music video, bitch, Banji girl. Like, I was living for them. Like, they killed it. I gotta make another comment about Thorgy Thor. Thorgy Thor kind of, like, really stood out to me this episode because I was living for her doing drag in her real dreads when they were supposed to be, like, the ghetto girls. I was, like, kind of living for that, and I was loving that sequence jumpsuit. Like, I'm like, I would wear that. Like, I wish I had that for my friend's wedding because I would wear that in a heartbeat. But, yeah, she stood out to me this episode. And so did Chi-Chi. Like, it was so funny because Chi-Chi just kept giving, after a while, she had just given that face that, yeah, you right. You sound like Charlie Brown in them because if you say one more word, I'm going to say something to either hurt your feelings or I'm going to slap the shit out you. Like, I seen it all, them down south queens too. I'm like, girl, she don't give a fuck. She will go down in history as going as the chick from RuPaul's Drag Race to kick somebody's ass. She don't care. But, after that, the runway was red carpet, which, I think it's too early in the season for that. Like, I'm like, we just getting to know these girls. We got to go straight into do your most glamorous drag already. Like, I think it's a little bit too early for that, honestly. I would have liked to have seen it be something more in theme with Bitch Perfect. Like, okay, well, now either do, like, your best good girl or your best bad girl or something like that. You know, something to tie it into the challenge. I would like to see something more like that. But I'm kind of really over red carpet runway. We've seen it every season. I'm tired. Or at least put a spin on it that it's Winter Wonderland eleganza, that you have to do like a white silver, but it has to be evening wear. Like, something different. Just not the red carpet. Because there's too many red carpets out here. And I'm like, I can come down the red carpet in jeans and a blazer and say, well, I was going to the MTV Awards. Like, I'm over it. I really am. But let's get into some of these runway looks. My top runway look, really, I think it was Robbie Turner, man. Oh, shit, I forgot about Naomi. No, I'm still going to say it was Robbie Turner because that red dress that was originally a Vera Wang wedding dress and somebody took the time and dyed all that red and it looks flawless like that. OMG. I just was flipping out. I'm like, when she came out, I was like, that is a gorgeous ball gown. I was thinking more like, remember they had the inauguration challenge? But when they said this is a Vera Wang wedding dress and somebody dyed this bitch strawberry red, I'm like, that was everything to me. And the hair went perfect with it. It was an older style, but like I said down in the last episode, them Seattle queens, like, that was like the most modern I've seen any of them. So, also Naomi Smalls, man, Naomi Smalls is fucking killing it. Like, she got them legs and she got that thin runway look, and she worked with that because that was nice. Now, I don't know what red carpet that was. BET Awards? Grammys, maybe? But this is what I'm saying about it's the red carpet. What red carpet? What are the stipulations on saying it's the red carpet? What red carpet? Because I wouldn't see nobody wearing that to the Oscars or to, like, an inauguration ball or to the Met Gala. But the BET Awards or the MTV Awards or even like the New Now Next Awards, shit, yeah, I can see somebody wearing that. Let me see, what else? You know, they was reading Chi for filth, and I agree with Michelle, which is crazy because I've been like agreeing with Michelle left and right this season, and I usually don't because she usually gets on my nerves. The look was basic. It was, but they had a lot to do on the challenge. I think that when Chi is going to shine, first of all, ain't nobody beating her in a lip sync. I'm going to tell you that right now. After I seen this bitch flip upside down in a handstand and was lip syncing and ain't miss a beat, she going to be tough to beat unless you got to lip sync to her to a low energy song, which they usually set people up like that, and I fucking hate that shit. But, or the song is perfect, just happens to be perfect for the other person in the bottom too, like they did with Jinx and Detox. I think they did that with Kennedy and, wasn't Kennedy and Katya, but it was Kennedy and somebody the year before that. Like they always do that shit. So, you know, but I think that what we fail to realize is that she sews. And she said in the first episode, she ain't never seen this much fabric in her life. You know, they got walls of that shit. They just give you shit. The bitch came out with a trash bag dress. And you see them a lot on the show, but it was a lot of detail and stuff into her. So I'm like, she got some fabric, or how she whipped that silver thing together and her panties ripped, but she fixed it and went on stage and it still looks pretty good. Like, you know, I think she's gonna be around longer than y'all think. Now, what else on the runway? Cynthia Lee Fontaine was safe. Bob the drag queen was safe. Like, the people that was safe, with the exception of Naomi Smalls, like, their outfits was cool, but they were safe. I mean, they was basic. Like, they were basic. Like, it was funny that they put Chi in that category. I mean, because in the performance she did, and I did say that, I knew who was the clear winner of the performance was, because she slayed that. I knew that. Like, they couldn't take that away from her. That's why they couldn't even say nothing about her dress, because it wasn't terrible. It was just plain. So they couldn't put her in the middle. They couldn't make her just safe. She had to win that, because she killed that, and she was the team captain, which, by the way, I did not look, that damn Acid Betty, this bitch, she was a horrible leader, this and this and this. Well, maybe if you'd let her lead and shut the fuck up. She was a horrible leader to you. Why? Because you wasn't a leader? The fuck out of here. Ugh, I can't stand her. Like, for real, she is giving me all kind of... I can't fucking stand her. I can't even give her no shade. I just don't, flat out don't like you. This ain't like how Bianca was. Like, no, I don't think I like your personality at all. Let me see who else. Speaking of Acid Betty, I got mixed reviews on her red carpet outfit. Like, I love a fascinator. And I like that fascinator, and I like the pink hair. I like that her hair wasn't all the way bald. It was actually just like an updo. And she had on like a softer makeup. But I don't think that headpiece went with that dress. I think the dress was too soft for that harsh of a headpiece. And I kind of liked that it was sheer in the middle, but I didn't like that it was mermaid fent on the bottom. Like, I like the sheer part in the middle. I'm like, that was kind of cute. But I didn't like that then it went back to the fabric. And not only that, but it flared out. And it was, like Esther Dean said, I don't know about that train. I don't either. I love Esther Dean as a judge, and too. Can we bring her back? Like, she was so fun as a judge. Like, she was just so enthusiastic. She was just keeping it so real. And I really enjoyed her. I don't enjoy everybody as a judge, and I would want them to come back. But, like, please bring her back. Like, she was good. You can bring her back for a singing challenge, or like one of them ones that they got to write the songs or something, because she's fabulous. And bring her back. I love that. What else? Who else is look? Oh, Layla McQueen. Last week I kept saying, I'm like, I had a feeling I was going to live for her. Well, last week I also thought I was getting back with my boyfriend, and I didn't do that either. So apparently my judgment was all kind of fucked up last week, because Layla McQueen this week, I was just like, just bored with it all. Like, and don't get me wrong, if you have a drag character and they have a certain aesthetic, I get that. But you gonna serve glamour up, you ain't have on no jewels, no accessories, aqua fucking hair that was just flat. Like, this is, I'm not a drag queen. This is a Halloween costume wig, and my shit got more volume and more layers to it than that aqua wig you had on, and you on RuPaul's Drag Race. Just no. No. Who else? I hope this is not this, because it's going to cut off. Who else? Oh, what's her face? Hit me, baby, one more time. It's Derek, bitch. You look like Britney Spears with red hair. I know, don't get me wrong. I understand your face just looks like Britney Spears, but Chad's face also just looked like Cher. She didn't always look like Cher. Like, even though you had on red hair, you look like Britney Spears with red hair, like that dress. Girl, bye. Whose red carpet is that? That look like I'm going to the club. Anywho, let me get to the point, because I'm not sure if this is dying or if this is somebody's random phone around here to leave their phone downstairs every day. But, this lip sync. First of all, I called as soon as they started lip syncing. I'm like, I seen Dax. Dax was doing some movements that wasn't even. How are you either gay or black and can't super get in there? I Will Survive by Gloria Gaynor. Like, what? Like, this lip sync. Bring back Honey Mahogany and Vivian Panay, because they lip sync was better than this shit. I guess Layla said, well, I pulled out all the stops last time. Dax, I don't know what she was doing. I was like, honey, this is not an anime convention, boo-boo. Like, you... And then, let me talk about her dress. Now, one thing I can say about Acid Betty, and I can say about Kim Chi, which I didn't love her dress. I'll get into that in a minute. Kim Chi, I did love her makeup and her hair, though. And even Layla, to a point. Like, they have an aesthetic and they stick with it. Okay, Dax, you a cosplayer. Can I get, for the red carpet, a Queen Serenity gown? Can I get Jessica Rabbit? Can I get... It's characters that have fucking gowns. Then do that, because that shit you had on was garbage. And then she takes the skirt off and she started doing the flag line routine with it. Oh, that lip sync was so bad. And like literally on Twitter, 24 seconds before it ended, I posted, I said, I see a double elimination and Nyesha is coming back. Well, there's some speculation that might not be Nyesha. Nyesha, whatever. I don't know what her name is. Shit, she was only on for one episode. I'll learn if she come back. Yeah, somebody coming back. Now, I think it would be the first queen you eliminated because after you just saved her for the bitch that you just double eliminated, obviously you made a mistake. But also, some speculation and some of the things I saw on Twitter was Katya, which would be amazing. But she's working for World's Wonder now, so I don't see that. Scarlet Starlet, because a lot of people thought that she was on there anyway. I'm like, but I have been subscribed to her. She's dropped videos since the season started, so I'm not sure about that. One person I was thinking of was Pork Chop, because I know she didn't make All Stars, and a lot of people after that pageant movie came out, I forgot what it's called, but I watched the pageant movie. It was really good, and they seen her in it. A lot of people wanted her to be on All Stars, but she didn't make it. And there's no big girl this season, so I can definitely see them bringing back a big girl. Maybe Ginger Minge, that'd be awesome. A lot of people are saying maybe Shangela. I'm like, I don't think they're going to bring Shangela back a third time, and she just got a Vegas registry. I don't think it's going to be anybody from the House of Edwards, because the House of Edwards is pretty well set without Drag Race. Like, I think they're okay. But I don't know. I can't wait to see some other people and see what their speculations are. But damn right they both should have got eliminated, because that shit was whack as fuck. I'm like, you got, like they said, like that's a gay anthem. That is an anthem for gay people. That is an anthem for black women. And I can't believe Dax is just like, I'm like, really? I know that's racist. Like, it's not that all black people should be able to dance, but I'm like, but you a drag queen and you of the age where like that song should have meant something. I can't. My top 3 queens this week, 3 totally different ones than what I usually like. What I liked last week. Chi-Chi, Robbie, and Thorgy Thor were my top 3 this week. Like, I was living for them. My bottom is just gonna be Acid Betty until the wheels fall off, unless she changed her goddamn attitude, because like for real, like she was irritating me to the point where I was screaming at the screen like I was watching Bold and the Beautiful and Ridge and Brooke was about to get back together. Like I was screaming at the screen like, bitch, shut up. Like she was just irritating me the most. But yeah, this season, they cast some personalities up in this piece, but I'm not really in love with anybody's look anymore. So we'll see if they do some more fashion challenges or what's going on. And I can't wait to see who they bring back next week. But that's all I really got to say. So happy St. Patrick's Day, because that's coming up. And see y'all next week. Deuces.